Welcome back to Category's final episode of the series, Foundations of Wealth. If you've been following along, you already know we've covered the psychology of money, mastering budgeting, and building wealth through passive income. Today we're tackling the single biggest barrier to financial freedom: debt. But this isn't just about avoiding debt. It's about understanding how the wealthy navigate it, use it strategically, and grow from it while others fall into a cycle of financial stress. By the end of this video, you'll have a complete strategy to escape the debt trap and the tools to stay out forever. You'll also learn how to turn your money into a tool for growth instead of a source of anxiety. So let's get to it. What is the debt trap? To beat the debt trap, you need to understand what it is and how it works. The debt trap is when your financial obligations, like credit card balances, car loans, or student loans, consume more of your income than you can comfortably manage. The debt snowball effect. Let me tell you about Mark. Mark had a decent job earning $60,000 a year. He took out a $5,000 credit card for an emergency car repair. Then he used it for holiday gifts, a vacation, and some new furniture. Before long, his balance ballooned to $15,000 with a 20% interest rate. Mark's minimum payment was $300 a month, but $250 of that was just interest. That left only $50 to chip away at the actual balance. At that rate, it would take him over 20 years to pay it off. This is the debt trap. Your money works against you instead of for you. But the wealthy avoid this trap by understanding two key concepts: the cost of debt and the importance of leveraging it wisely. The cost of debt. Here's a simple way to look at it. If you're paying 20% interest on a credit card, but your investments only earn 8% annually, you're losing 12% of your money's potential. This is why paying off high-interest debt should always be a top priority. Wealthy people understand that every dollar wasted on interest is a dollar that could have been growing. Let's move to mindset. Because breaking the debt cycle isn't just about numbers, it starts in your head. The mindset shift to escape debt. If you want to escape the debt trap, you need to start thinking about money differently. It's not just a tool to get what you want, it's a resource to build the life you deserve. Story: Jake versus Maria. Meet Jake and Maria. Both earn $75,000 a year. Jake spends without much thought. He upgrades his car every 3 years, buys the latest gadgets, and eats out daily. Maria, on the other hand, tracks every dollar. She saves 20% of her income and invests another 10%. Fast forward 10 years. 1. Jake is drowning in $50,000 of credit card and car loan debt. 1. He feels stuck. 2. Maria has $150,000 invested and earns $7,000 annually in passive income. The difference? Maria sees money as a means to build her future, not just satisfy today's wants. Here's the takeaway. Your mindset determines your outcomes. You can't out-earn poor money habits. Change how you see debt. Start asking yourself this question: am I using money to work for me, or am I working for money? This shift in perspective is the foundation for escaping debt and building wealth. How the wealthy use debt wisely. Not all debt is bad. In fact, the wealthy use certain types of debt strategically to grow their wealth. Let's break it down. The difference between good debt and bad debt. 1. Bad debt. This is high-interest debt used to buy things that don't generate value, like credit cards for luxury purchases or financing a vacation. 2. Good debt. This is low-interest debt used to acquire appreciating assets, like real estate, education, or starting a business. Leveraging good debt. Imagine Sarah takes out a $200,000 mortgage at 4% interest to buy a duplex. She lives in one unit and rents out the other for $2,500 a month. Her rental income covers her mortgage and generates $300 in monthly profit. Over time, the property appreciates in value, and she builds equity. Compare that to someone who takes out a $20,000 car loan at 8% interest for a depreciating vehicle. One person is building wealth, the other is losing it. The wealthy borrow to produce, not to consume. Always ask yourself, will this debt create long-term value? Steps to escape the debt trap. Now, let's get into the step-by-step process to get out of debt. To make this real, I'll use an example of a fictional character, Jessica. Step 1. Know your numbers. The first step is awareness. Write down every debt. 1. The balance. 2. The interest rate. 3. The minimum payment. Jessica did this and realized she had 1. $10,000 in credit card debt at 20% interest. 2. $7,000 in a car loan at 8% interest. 3. $30,000 in student loans at 5% interest. She ranked them by interest rate and realized her credit card debt was the most urgent to tackle. Step 2. Choose a payoff strategy. There are 2 main methods to pay off debt. 1. The debt snowball method. Pay off the smallest balances first to build momentum. 2. The debt avalanche method. Focus on the highest interest debt to save the most money. Jessica chose the avalanche method. She made extra payments on her credit card debt while making minimum payments on the others. By focusing her efforts, she paid off her credit card in 2 years. Step 3. Cut unnecessary expenses. Jessica identified $400 of unnecessary spending: streaming services, eating out, and expensive coffee. She redirected that money to her debt. Here's the mindset shift. Cutting back isn't punishment. It's a strategy to buy back your freedom. Step 4. Increase your income. Jessica also took on a freelance writing gig, earning an extra $500 a month. That money went straight to her debt payments, accelerating her progress. Think about your skills. Could you tutor, sell products online, or start a side hustle? Step 5. Build an emergency fund. Before tackling her debt aggressively, Jessica saved $1,500 for emergencies. This safety net kept her from falling back into debt when unexpected expenses came up. Staying out of debt forever. Once you're out of the debt trap, the goal is to stay out. Here's how the wealthy ensure they never fall back in. Live below your means. The wealthy don't upgrade their lifestyle every time their income increases. They create a gap between what they earn and what they spend, and they invest the difference. Build an opportunity fund. An opportunity fund is money you set aside to take advantage of investments, like a property deal or a new business venture. This is different from an emergency fund. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Keep your spending consistent even as your income grows. For example, if you get a $10,000 raise, allocate most of it to savings and investments. Your financial freedom starts here. Breaking free from debt isn't just about numbers. It's about taking back control of your life. The wealthy didn't get there by chance. They got there by making deliberate decisions. You can do the same. It starts today. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe to Cash Gories for more insights into building wealth. Remember, every dollar you save, invest, and grow brings you one step closer to financial freedom. You've got this!